With the new rope in place, the idea is you want to close the door to help seat the gasket. Well, this has got a hook in here. There's no way. Well, it's new rope, so it's got to relax and flatten out. So I went so far as getting a pipe clamp and hooking it to the back of the stove and on the front of the stove, and with nearly superhuman effort I got it closed just enough where this would hook on the little pin back there. I left it overnight. Not happy at all, but maybe it'll be okay. Maybe by morning it will have relaxed. But some of the YouTube performances of this, some of them were awful. Absolutely, those people had no business trying to teach anything. Idiots. But the YouTube ones I watched, the people were able to close the door just fine and hook it, and they didn't have to resort to pipe clamps or superhuman power. And so overnight I thought, you know, I gotta go on the Morso site, which I had done a few days ago, but I didn't get to the Morso site. I got to a site that sold rope and gave you a template on how to measure your channel. Good. Came up with 1/2 inch. Oh yeah. The first packet of rope I found was 1/2 inch to 5/8 inch. Oh, that's way too big. I could, yeah. Well, okay. So this morning I got up determined to find this on the Morso site, and I did. 8 millimeter. 8 millimeter equals 5/16. Jesus. No wonder this thing is so tight. There's no way it's going to go. I need 5/16 rope, and I found some at my local Ace Hardware. I was going to order it online because I'm avoiding going to town being exposed to coronavirus, but alright. So I ran into town and I picked up 3/8 and 5/16, and that's where I'm at right now. I'm going to clean out this channel. What do I do next? I guess I'm going to get out the 3M Scratchy. Yeah, that will do just fine. Initially, when I got going with this project, it was because I opened the door one morning and the gasket around the top drooped out. Uh-oh. Just at one corner. I thought, okay, well, no problem. I'll buy some cement and glue it back in place at that where it let loose. So I bought cement and I proudly came home to do just that. But I had to take the door off. I mean, since this door lifts right off, brought the door over, laid it down, and as I began getting ready to put cement around this corner, oh, this came loose here too, and that came loose, and then that came loose around the corner. As more I lifted, oh shit, there's no reason I should waste cement and time on re-gluing just part of it. This calls for an entire gasket replacement, which is no big deal. And you really don't want to take the old gasket all the way off and just lay new cement in with old cement still attached to the gasket material. No way. So, make it all new. I'm doing almost everything, or as much as I can, I'm ordering from Amazon to avoid having to go to town, expose myself. No, not that way. At least in Minnesota now, we've got a statewide mask ordinance because up until just a week ago, go into town, do some grocery shopping, and oh man, only about 40% of the people going in and out were masked, and they didn't care. I did not confront anybody. I had real hard time resisting that, but no. One of the tiresome things about YouTube videos are how you can find so many varying answers or ways to do this kind of project. You finally, like I did yesterday, I finally just said, okay, I've heard enough from idiots, careless, sloppy idiots, and know-it-all idiots, that I've got the gist of what I need to do. This guy had his rope all together. He dunked it in a bucket of water and then wrung it out, laid it aside, and said, yeah, you need to moisten the rope, gasket material. Oh, okay. And then it went all the way from doing that to one guy didn't wet at all anywhere. He laid the cement in and then laid the rope in. But one of the almost universal ideas is the cement is water soluble, and you want to work with it and help it grip by moistening the channel. Get a rag, moisten it, and just run it along so the channel is wet. And then another person did that as well as sprayed the rope with spray bottle, just very lightly. So I think that's a good idea. It'll help slow the curing, which means it will help bond more fully. All right, the first one I'm going to just lay in there is the smaller of the two. Oh man, this is much easier to work with. One of the videos I watched, they wrapped the fiberglass rope in tape and then cut to get a very clean line. Well, this is just plain masking tape. It turns out the tape that guy used was a ceramic high temperature tape. He didn't say whether or not he just left the tape on it forever or if he tried to take the tape off. I don't know. So I'm going with the 1/4 to 5/16. That's what this is. So that's use a cotton rag. Don't use paper towel on this because paper towel you get it wet and it's going to leave bits and pieces. So you want to get this wet. And it will also pick up any dust. One of the things you need to do with the cement knead tube before use. And I don't know what the difference is between these flavors. They're both made by Rutland, 2000 degrees. The only difference for this one is easy spread. And I kneaded this before I used it. Well, it came out really runny and it was squirting air, leaving big humps. So I bought this one today and I'm hoping it will be better. What the kneading apparently is supposed to do is help mix it back up. It's been sitting on the shelf for a while. It's supposed to remix the liquidy parts into the heavier, thicker parts. So I'm just going to do it. They say a 1/4 inch bead. Yeah, that's the deal. I love the air they stuff into here, so you get a big gob. Oh, crap. Son of a bitch. Yeah, it's gonna squirt air again because I got a big heavy shit. Well, Rutland, you could certainly be doing a whole lot better job of this. What a freaking ugly mess. Cement everywhere. Stick the door on the stove and run. With my luck, I'll put this door on its hinge pins, close it up, and I won't be able to get it open ever again because of all the cement. It's going to probably squeeze out and attach to the wood stove. Well, even that didn't want to close. Ooh, yeah. That is, where is it? Well, I can't see in there. Yeah, it's a good thing I looked. Squozed. Big gob. Wow, man. If I have to do this again, I'm going to seriously consider a different brand of cement. This is really shameful. Okay, I strongly don't recommend Rutland gasket cement. I do not. Okay. Thanks for watching. One last little point. The tube of cement, assholes. Dampen the area with water and apply the minimum amount of cement required into gasket channel. Well, first of all, what's the minimum? How do you know what is the minimum amount you need? Secondly, you can't go minimum with a tube like this that's full of air and watery parts. Close the door to ensure a good seal, then trim excess gasket. That makes no sense to me. How do you close the door to get a good seal? Where is the excess gasket? Open the door and allow it to air dry for 1 hour. The part I wanted to talk to you about, within 30 days, start a fire and gradually increase the heat to 500 degrees to cure. Okay. How do I know what 500 degrees is? I have no idea how to get 500 degrees. On the flue? Okay. It's open.